my loves, welcome back to my channel. And today the topic of projections came up. I wanted to really talk about this topic because I noticed, every now and then you find a little sense of something other, or a little sense of ego, I'll just put it like that, that'll try to creep up and you don't recognize it, that it's so subtle in the sense of projections. A lot of times we're very cognitive when we, formulate projections that are not so positive. But what about the ones that we consider are just a little innocent, nice? You may project even like your loved ones. You'll put projections on them, or if you meet someone, maybe it's romantically or potentially romantically. You meet someone, you say, or unromantically, it could be a friend, and you could say, well, we always say, well, we give them the benefit of the doubt. Even that little subtleness is a projection. And when I say that, reason why I say that, because even if you project, you're going to give someone the benefit of doubt. We should always look for the best in others, all of that. But even that's a subtle projection, because what happens when they don't meet those projections, especially when it comes to someone that maybe you're married to, that you've been dating for a while, then what do you feel like when those projections aren't met, that you gave them the benefit of being this good person and then they didn't meet that? Then what happens next? We start to feel like we've been portrayed. All these stories start to come from these sensations, which are emotions, with stories behind it. Then we project that upon them. They did this to me. And who is that me? We have to look at that. Who is this me that is hurt? It's the same me that put these false, projections on someone, whether they're aware or not. A lot of times we expect people to behave higher than their consciousness. I would say consciousness, but in reality, it's awareness or wakefulness. We expect people that are asleep, when we reach a level of wakefulness, of which we call consciousness, sometimes we can, want to project that on others that are asleep. We can't expect those who are not awake to perform in a manner of a wakefulness. I mean, we have to meet people of where they are. So when I meet people, I always, I notice something crept up and said, oh yeah, is that, they seem like a good person. But then I had to stop. It was like, screw. What is good and what is bad? That's, that is a judgment, really. And it's a projection. And the way that I meet people now, when I'm aware of it, when I'm in, a conscious awareness of my thoughts, it's what, just meet them where they're at, wherever they are at. That's what I accept. I accept each being, and whatever their level, I meet their level of consciousness. I don't try to project goodness or badness or whatever is-ness on them, because that is a projection, that is a creation from my own imagination. Their actions will show you where their level of consciousness is, and it is not for me to be upset in regards to that. Each individual, each being has to go through their own path, and whatever that is, their own experiences, their own learning, to raise their consciousness, or to, I guess, to to meet their own learning experience. So it's not for me to interject or try to say, for instance, if I've come to a certain area of awareness, I'm not going to try to force that on my husband or my son to try to come up. Now, when they come to me and they ask me questions, I'm here to answer it. Of course, that's when they're searching. For me to try to project or force something upon them, they will not accept anyway until they're ready. It's really, I am not a teacher, period. I'm not a teacher. I'm just pointing to something that's already there. And if, those that are searching, they will find, that's what I'm here for. When I say I'm here for you, it's not because I'm some savior, I'm not a savior. That would be more of an egotistical thing to try to put myself up on a savior level, or I'm here to save the earth. And no, I'm not here to save anyone. I'm just here pointing to something that's already there for those who have a pull within their heart. And so, just like I did, and others that pointed me to what's already here. And so that's what I wanted to talk about when it comes to projections. A lot of times we will project, even those good projections can turn around and come, to be hurtful, for the cause suffering upon ourselves, because we have put something where it wasn't. We have elevated something to a level that it was not. So the perfect thing that I have done, my experience, is try to meet people where their awareness is. I don't, I know that we all share the same being, and each being will pretty much, they'll not really unveil according to their own time, their own calling. And so it's not for me to give or take away from that being, just to meet them with love. And if you meet everybody in love, then you will meet them at the level that they need to be. You will respond intuitively in the correct manner to each level of consciousness, or a wakefulness. I'll put that, because we're all conscious being, okay? So the real word would be a wakefulness. And I guess it's, and then also in my experience, no expectations. There's no need to have expectations for anyone else. Just understand where they're at. If someone did something according to their level of awakefulness, then there's an understanding that's their level of awakefulness, or what some people call consciousness. That's their level of consciousness. I can't expect an unconscious being to act conscious or to respond in a way that a conscious being would be. So that lets you know, when it comes to dating, if you're already awake, and you want someone that can respond in the level of a wakefulness, then you might want to look for someone who is awake. Or just expect that there's going to be some sleepful activities happening if you're dating sleep people, we'll just put it like that. But anyway, I wanted to leave you all with that just came up in the area of projections. And it was just a subtle thought that came to mind. I'll say came to, and it was caught very quickly. And it was like, wait, what's going on here? Even the little subtle goodness could cause suffering, which we consider good, These little subtle projections upon, oh, they're a good person, that's a bad person. Oh, they are this, they are that, All of those are projections. And if we meet people just in love, in the spirit of love from our hearts, so I'll put it like that, meet people from our hearts, then intuitively we will interact with them in the appropriate way. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope this reaches your heart. Remember, I am here for you, and you are beautiful, and I love you.